read this book, and I was like, most definitely we can do this. So yeah, we will be reading this book, and it's by Dave. I don't know how to say his last name. Dave Pike. Is it Pike? Bilgley? I don't know how to say the last name. But yeah. Dragons. Merry Christmas. And I'm just going to be doing a little bit of tracing too. Alright, you guys. Let's get started. There's like little other books too. Got a Halloween one. So cute. Then he's just on a little. Here, let me. Sorry, y'all. He's on a little sled. The content. So chapter 1, the perfect tree. Chapter 2, the candy wreath. Chapter 3, mittens. Chapter 4, Merry Christmas Dragon. The perfect Christmas tree. The perfect Christmas tree. One cold morning, Dragon went out to find the perfect Christmas tree. He walked through the crunchy snow. He saw all sorts of trees. Big ones, small ones, crooked ones, and straight ones. Big ones, small ones, crooked ones, and straight ones. Finally, he found the most beautiful Christmas tree of all. It was not too big or too small. It was not too crooked or too straight. It was just right. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. He's like, finally, I got the perfect one, and it's mine. That's a real nice Christmas tree. It is perfect. It's got the nice little pretty snow on it too. Dragon looked down and saw the tree's beautiful trunk, or beautiful like sunset or whatever it is. It's so pretty. I love this. That's gorgeous. I wouldn't mind having that as like a painting in my room. LOL. Dragon was like, nah, I can't, y'all. I can't do it. Instead, he came back with colored lights, silver bells, and everything he needed to make his tree even more beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Novice decorations. That night, Dragon looked out at his Christmas tree, shining in the night. It was truly perfect. 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 And he's got his little Christmas tree shining out. It really is shining. Look at all that. That's cute. The candy wreath. The candy wreath. One day in December, Dragon had a good idea. I will make a wreath out of candy, he said. Dragon took some old wire and bent it into shape. Then he taped little pieces of chocolate candy all around it. All around it. When Dragon hung his candy wreath on the wall, one of the pieces of chocolate fell off. Dragon picked it up and ate it. It was very good. Dragon did not want his wreath to look bare, so he promised not to eat any more candy. I will eat only the pieces that fell off, he said. Why is Dragon so mean? Like, it's like, oh, one little piece of candy won't hurt, only the ones that fall off the wreath. Like, why is that me? I love that. Dragon bumped his elbow yourself up for real, because it's like, Dragon, why would you do that to yourself when you know you're gonna be tempted to eat chocolate? Oh. Suddenly, Dragon could not stop himself. He shook the candy wreath back and forth, back and forth. And then jumped up and down on it until every last piece of candy had fallen off. Oh my gosh. Dragon got a tummy ache from eating so much chocolate. Next year, said Dragon, I will make my wreath out of pine cones. We on chapter 3, Mittens, Mittens. Dragon was always losing his mittens, no matter how hard he tried. He could never keep track of them. Whenever he needed them most, they were nowhere to be found. Oh, there's one right there. In there. So Dragon went out and bought a pair of clip-on mittens. He clipped them to his coat sleeves so he would never lose his mittens again. Then he lost his coat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Chapter 4, Merry Christmas, Christmas, he bought wonderful presents for himself. Dragon made a list of things he would buy. Number 1, lots of food. Number 2, a new coat. Number 3, a big birdhouse. Then Dragon wrapped himself up in a warm quilt and headed off to the store. When Dragon finished his Christmas shopping, the store clerk loaded everything into a big sack. On his way home, Dragon passed some raccoons singing in the street. The raccoons had no food to eat. They looked very hungry. Dragon reached into his sack and took out his big basket of food. "Merry Christmas," said Dragon. Then he passed an old rhino shoveling her sidewalk. The rhino did not have a coat to wear. She looked very cold. Dragon reached into his sack and took out his new wool overcoat. "Merry Christmas," said Dragon. Finally, Dragon saw 2 little birdies sitting on a branch. The birds did not have a home to live in. They looked very sad. Dragon opened his big sack, took out his birdhouse, and hung it on a branch. "Merry Christmas," said Dragon. I love that he's helping others. That's so sweet and kind, especially during like the holiday season when others don't really, some may not have that much. So that's so sweet. When Dragon got home, his big sack was empty. There were no presents left for him, but Dragon did not feel sad. sweet. Oh my goodness. And they all came to his house to sing to him. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Okay, so about the author, Dave Pilkey, I think that's how you say his name, is the creator of the best-selling Dogman and Captain Underpants series. He has written and illustrated many other books for young readers, including the Caldecott, something like that, Honor Book, The Paperboy, Dog Breath, and The Halloweener. Dave lives in the Pacific Northwest with his wife. Oh, I love that little illustration of him too. That's cute. And then on the back you can draw a dragon. Oh, okay, so it kind of teaches you how to draw him. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Hey, we might make